experts say little has changed as far as the weak turnout. Connie Pickard is in the minority, however. She hasn't missed an election since she turned 21.
I do it whether I should or not, but it's my duty.
Why you're not voting?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're so busy with the campaigns, but then when the day comes, I don't know where people are.
The race for mayor is a crowded and expensive one. The ballot has 7 names. 5 of them are considered major candidates. The incumbent, Jim Settle, survived a recall and wants 4 more years. He's the only official Democrat. 3 Republicans are in the race: Councilwoman Jean Stothert, businessman Dave Nabity, and former City Council President Dan Welch. They had been hard on each other in person and in commercials. State Senator Brad Ashford, an independent in what's officially a nonpartisan race, has said his campaign is about staying positive. With more registered Democrats than Republicans in the city, Settle has the numbers advantage. The top 2 candidates advance to May. So this is the giant tent where the ballots are brought, and the counting begins at 8 o'clock when the polls start. They've already done some counting. They just don't know the results. When it hits 8, they'll hit a button and it'll say, count those ballots. John Mallory, have there been any major problems? The commissioner says not really. He said that one of the questions that they've gotten a lot, and they get it every time, are people who are just beyond the city limits for a city election. They get upset that they pay a lot of different taxes because they're in that 3-mile radius, but they do not get to vote. Back to you.
Thank you, Brian. Well, even on a day with projected low voter turnout, you can find some sense of enthusiasm.
Yeah, we don't have enthusiasm among the candidates. You would expect that. To explain, let's go to Jackie Ochoa live at a polling place.
Hey, John and Mallory, we are live inside the Swanson Library. That's 90th in Dodge in Omaha. Not a lot of voters here right now, but the 179th voter did just finish up and voted here today. But we did meet a guy today. His name is Ian Barker, who recently became a U.S. citizen and just voted for the first time today. Let's get to that video of us talking with him earlier today. Again, his name is Ian Barker, and he is from the UK. And he moved here in 2009, so he's taken every opportunity he could back in the UK to vote, but he hasn't been able to since. But today changed all that.
You know, I don't want to seem like I'm super enthusiastic, because actually at the end of the day it's just crossing a little circle out. But, you know, if you can't vote, it starts to get a little bit irritating. So to actually, you know, put my name down and cross the box is good.
Speaking of enthusiastic voters, I have a very enthusiastic poll worker here joining me. If you don't recognize him, this is meteorologist Rusty Lord. He does our Daybreak show.